Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming see us here live on Facebook. Thank you for your time today. And first of all, I would like to say sorry for the delay. We keep changing date. Okay, it's because the schedule has been clashed between my VIP schedule here. Yeah. So give me 1 minute, okay? Because I need to arrange for the translation into Khmer language on the other Facebook. So I give you, please give me 1 minute.
Pagi, Ci.
Pagi, Alain.
Yeah, in Cambodia it's raining now, Ci.
I'm here is no. It's a 4 o'clock, so the weather is okay.
Yeah, Ci.
Yup.
Huh? I don't see. Sorry. I don't see on the screen.
Bro, you can help
You
to
like?
yeah, can help to tag the one Theary and Alain one. Still not tag yet. Still not tag yet.
I saw only on Ci Facebook.
Yes.
Facebook, but I don't see also.
No, yeah, no one. No, I have to tag this. Otherwise, not tag. Can you tag it? Have to tag. Okay, let me start. Can you tag this one? Moment. Can you? Theary, I put the watch party. Nine.
Yeah, right now, Ci with Bong Theary, take Bong Theary.
Cannot tag Alain.
Yeah.
One. Can start.
Okay.
Yep. Theary, you there? We can start now. Moment. Line?
Yeah, Ci.
You cannot in your Facebook?
Yeah, I don't see take for me. Only you and Bong Theary.
It's okay. Come on, we can start first.
Okay, Chị. Okay, so now I start.
Yep.
The translation is ready.
Okay, come on.
Okay. ចាស្វាគមន៍មកកាន់ Facebook Live ថ្ងៃនេះចា Hello everyone, welcome to our Facebook Live with the topic unlimited forgiveness, unlimited merits. This is a continual subject topic that we've been talking for the last month. which I believe that this one is becoming our homework for the rest of our life since the day we born. And this we start with the anger, for unforgiveness, and then revenge. Okay, so the topic today we're talking about forgiveness and for unlimited forgiveness, unlimited merit. What is that? Why is that forgiveness is so powerful? So before I start, I would like to invite my two special guests, yeah, which you have already met them and you know a lot, some a little bit, at least you know a little bit about them. Alan Kitkin and also Miss Yelani, my can say that she is my spiritual guru, my life guru, my business guru. She give a lot of input on what's happening in my life and also a lot of life in Cambodia as well as other country. So this is my great privilege to have her again together with me and Alan Kitkin. Okay, so I would like to invite two of them at the same time. Please welcome Miss Yelani and Alan.
Hi.
អរគុណបង
Good morning. Good morning. Good evening, huh? Hi,
Good
Theary.
morning,
Hi,
Chị.
Alan. Yes.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Alan.
Hi.
Sorry, Chi, to keep you waiting because I need to take some minute to live to my Facebook. The translator is waiting to translate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So thank you for your time, and also it's quite a big challenge to get you here with us. I know that you have so many appointed schedule already fixed. Yeah, and thank you that you really come in live now with me and Alan. And the topic today is something that I believe for me myself, I need to learn more from you, and also we can use this time to chit chat, TikTok together based on my experience, my life experience, Alan experience, and also your experience, and maybe you can input more for all of us because flashback to the last topic that we talked about anger, you know, anger, unforgiveness, and revenge. Look like a very scary topic, and then everybody maybe don't want to get into the talk about this. You know, when somebody say that, oh, you are full of anger, we might get angry right away. You know, because we don't feel that we are at peace living this life or no gratitude, something like that. That's what I feel. But without us rely it or not, we are still having kind of anger, but different kind of anger. So I would like to hear your own experience and also Alan experience can give some sharing here so that all our friends here can understand why is anger is so powerful. We don't want to praise anger, but anger is really living with us, and then we really try our best to control it. So please let us hear your experience about your anger.
I think every one of us, yeah. Maybe Alan first. But by the way, before that, so it's before that, because I cannot tag you. Can you just also everybody can also listen this one? Your friend maybe they need one line. You can just watch party also first.
Yes, chị. Oh, I say already, chị.
Already, yeah?
Yeah, already.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, no. I say already, chị.
Yeah. Maybe starting from Alan first. Why don't we just also TikTok three of us? Yeah. I mean
Yeah.
that is a continue for the topic last time, right? I mean it's like this. I think that every one of us have a homework regarding that this three kind of a route that our homework, right? Because it's for me also is from the beginning also until now I start to take care my patient actually regarding this. Okay, it's like it's the anger, the unforgiveness, and then it's the revenge, right? But it's talking about that one. It's like what you put it in your title. Okay, unlimited forgiveness and unlimited merit. Is that what you write down, right, Theary?
Yeah, Chị.
Why you write down like that, huh?
I think God leads maybe because first of all, I prefer to put the same topic, but after that realize that the topic is look like put more anger, or maybe some people think that we accuse them for being stay in anger or being stay in unforgiveness or something like that, or maybe the word can lead them to do something like revenge, something like that. So I'm thinking of, okay, why don't we make it like, okay, see more, so they can feel like they are better, they always forgive people, so that they can gain back something after they forgive. So make people feel motivated with the word. So I come up with, okay, unlimited forgiveness, unlimited merits, something like that.
Yes, that's one, right? Because it's one. If they actually, the word is nothing, I mean, if we can handle that, I mean, the word is the word. Even though that we understand that the word is so powerful, especially if we cannot handle. We cannot handle means that will be a challenge for that person. But
Yep.
if you can handle that, actually, is the word is also become something is just pass by, is not touch you, not even trigger you. There is what that is lately I learned about this. Actually, it's like something is like a test. It's like that is a test coming. Is the word also coming like that? Is a test. It's like, if you last time have an issue with a big anger, and then it's coming the anger word, and then will trigger you, something like that. Yep. Okay, I actually, for me, I have a lot of things about the anger, but maybe you can just bring also the issue so we can talk from that one. Whatever issue regarding this.
Yeah, Ji.
You think that you have, yep.
Yeah, for now come in my mind now, because this talk show is very like even we arrange, but we keep changing the date, so it's like sorry, it just come out to my mind this morning about the anger between women and men. It's like, since I was small, I see when I was small, I don't have that kind of anger about love. It's not that kind of revenge, but it's kind of don't like, dislike when we see men around us, like our uncle, our uncle around us, neighbor, during this kind of violent, domestic violence, drunk, gambling, all these things. Then in the mind already feel dislike about men. But then when I grow up and then I face my own challenges in the family, and then I see a lot of things, lives go on, and then when I get younger and younger, not older, I get younger and younger, then I feel like it's like a deep roots in all women. I can say that mostly, okay, even it's not 100%, but what I see is like women living with the kind of dislike or hatred over men. So I don't know since when that this kind of root deep inside their brain or inside their heart. When they start the marriage, when their marriage, suppose not all the marriage start with love, but suppose there is love after we having enough having a relationship, or we live together, or after marriage we have kids, something like that. But when things happen, like, okay, example, husband always drink every day, go out with friend, or talk bad word, or using violence over the kids, then suddenly all out, the woman is like hated this husband for so many years. It's not just recently hate, because the level of hatred is like very strong, very strong, until the can create big fire, or even up to kind of very harsh fighting each other. So I just wondering how why become like that, what kind of root that have deep down inside all the women about men. So why don't we bring this kind of talking between men and women? Yes. And also this morning there's a case that in Cambodia, the husband killed the wife because the wife always scolded him very hard, all day, all night, when he did wrong or when he drank. So at the end this morning, the husband killed the wife. So they left 3 children orphan. It's like, looks very it's no what to say, no mercy, even they are already have 3 children.
That is already in the go deep, and boom.
Yeah,
that's what happened. It's what happened is like the husband go run. That's why he drink. it's a lot of case like this, you know, because it's actually we are also in the situation that we understand, because we are a part of one of the place, the training, that a lot of people like this. During my experience in this training, okay, a lot of people, especially men, they are running, not running, but means like hiding, you know, going to the drink, going to the drugs, to forget everything, you know. Drums means that you just want to forget everything, and then after that they go back home, and then the wife and then the husband is, the wife see that the husband like that, and then even that they don't want to talk again. I just also got this one about the don't know communication. So this one is just going deep, and throw, and then it's one time, and then boom. This is that what happened. I don't think that this is a small issue. That is kind of a big issue everywhere, you know, because we're talking about the husband and wife, right? Right. And then it's yeah. I don't know. I think that both of you also have this kind of experience. Even, I mean, that is an anger between you and the husband, and Alain also, right?
Yeah, chị.
Yeah.
I think
Alan
anger.
can share.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Alan
can see
maybe also can share something, because
Yeah, I think that is better. So we can talk after that, when you can share, and then we talk regarding this. What is? So our own experience is good. For me, is anger. Actually, it's not only husband and wife. Actually, also that the daughter and with the dad, with the father, you know, because it's a man, talking about man, and especially because husband and wife, right? It's very easy to make no communication, or communication but cannot take care our own passion, so trigger the anger. You know, one person anger, and then face that one, and that get it, it's more anger. Maybe we can talk about that, huh?
Yeah, chị, I can share about this, chị.
Oh, okay.
Bon nhầm vậy Khmer, chị, I speak Khmer, chị.
And for me,
Sorry.
bless you.
Yeah, first I would like to thank you, Bon Theary, and thank you, Chi, for giving me a chance to sharing about my experience before, and thank AFG that I stay with AFG around 3 years and a half. Yeah, that I can control my anger. Right now, I can live with the peaceful in my mind. I can say like this. Actually, the anger around me come from all the people. Yeah, some negative words, some like this. But the one that I can trong vậy tha che bong chứ không ai mong trong vậy thaការពិតកំហឹងការខឹងហ្នឹងវាកើតឡើងពីមនុស្សជុំវិញខ្លួនទាំងអស់មិនកំណត់ថាតែប្តីមកគេបងអញ្ចឹងណាប៉ុន្តែគាត់ថាមនុស្សជុំវិញខ្លួនយើងមិនអាចទៅធ្វើគេបានទេគាត់ថាយើងខឹងយើងគុំទុកក្នុងចិត្តប៉ុន្តែសម្រាប់ប្តីមួយក៏ខឹងគាត់ដែរអញ្ចឹងបានន័យថាកំហឹងដែលគាត់មានហើយកំហឹងដែលមនុស្សជុំវិញខ្លួនដូចជានិយាយចឹងថ្ងៃណាមួយធ្វើឲ្យខ្ញុំឲ្យផ្ទុះឡើងអញ្ចឹងអ្វីដែលជះបានគឺជះទៅលើប្តីអញ្ចឹងនៅពេលដែលខ្ញុំទុកកំហឹងនៅក្នុងខ្លួនប្រៀបដូចខ្ញុំសង់គ្រឹះដូចខ្ញុំចាក់សសរគ្រឹះទាំង4ហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងហើយនៅពេលដែលកំហឹងនៅពេលដែលពាក្យអវិជ្ជមានឬក៏អ្វីមួយដែលខកបំណងពីប្តីចូលមកវាធ្វើឲ្យខ្ញុំហ្នឹងដូចជាកអត់ឡើងសង់ផ្ទះឡើងអញ្ចឹងផ្ទះហ្នឹងគឺជាផ្ទះមួយដ៏ធំដែលយើងអាចរស់នៅជាមួយកំហឹងចាអញ្ចឹងក្នុងផ្ទះដ៏ធំហ្នឹងគឺផ្ទុកដោយរឿងរ៉ាវជួចចត់ជាច្រើនមិនថាកំហឹងមិនថាអីទេចាអញ្ចឹងដល់ពេលដល់ថ្ងៃណាមួយដែលវាដោះកហើយដូចខ្ញុំនិយាយពីខាងដើមហ្នឹងថាអ្វីដែលយើងនិយាយថាជួបប្រទះវាមិនបានសម្រេចដូចបំណងជាពិសេសគឺប្តីចាអញ្ចឹងកំហឹងអស់ហ្នឹងគឺខ្ញុំជះទៅលើប្តីរបស់ខ្ញុំអញ្ចឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងដល់ផ្ទះហ្នឹងដល់ពេលដែលយើងរស់នៅយូរទៅវាពិតជាអត់ចង់រស់នៅក្នុងផ្ទះហ្នឹងដោយសារផ្ទះហ្នឹងវាអត់និយាយថាធ្វើឲ្យយើងសប្បាយចិត្តប៉ុន្តែអត់មានច្រកចេញអត់ដឹងធ្វើបែបណាអញ្ចឹងមនុស្សមួយចំនួនក៏ជ្រើសរើសយកផ្លូវផ្សេងអញ្ចឹងដោយសារគាត់ដឹងមានផ្លូវចេញតែសម្រាប់ខ្ញុំអរគុណព្រះជាម្ចាស់អរគុណ SG អរគុណបងអរគុណជីដែលខ្ញុំស្គាល់ SG ហើយធ្វើឲ្យខ្ញុំបាននិយាយថា រងថ្ងៃខ្ញុំអាច control កំហឹងបានទោះជាដូចថាជួបជាមួយនឹងមនុស្សអវិជ្ជមានឬក៏អ្វីក៏ដោយទោះជាគេខំប្រឹងដុតឲ្យឆេះប៉ុណ្ណាក៏ដោយក៏ខ្ញុំនៅតែអាចផលិតភ្លើងនឹងបានដែរអញ្ចឹងណាបងអរគុណបង
Okay, Ji. I just a little bit a briefing of over aligned talk because now this Facebook is watching by also our friend in other country and also in Cambodia. So I believe all the Cambodian friend can understand. So I just a little bit translate for Ji to catch what align mean. She said her anger start with others. So she's like adding up from other and everybody around her. That is include the family and the neighbor and all the relative. And then when the most anger really trigger her is with the husband. Actually, it's because only she cannot release those anger to other people, so she only release to the husband. And then she feel like that when there is a disappointment the husband made to her, like not really fulfill his word to her, so become the anger is trigger all out, and then more and more every day, like accumulate a lot, and then the house is full of anger until there's many bad incident happen in the family. But thanks God, thanks FFG, thank you G, thank you Theary that she met us, and then now she understand what is the right way, how to control anger, and she feel now she can a lot more control her anger. Yeah, even somebody try to burn her, you know, try to trigger that past experience, but she can control it now. Yeah.
Okay, what you say that is your trigger, your anger because of other people? Is that what you say?
ការពិតកំហឹងដែលថាកើតឡើងពីមនុស្សជុំវិញខ្លួនហ្នឹងព្រោះធម្មតាយើងរស់នៅក្នុងលក្ខណៈជីវិតប្តីប្រពន្ធក៏វាមានន័យថាពីអវិជ្ជមានឬក៏មានការមិនពេញចិត្តពីគ្រួសារសាច់ថ្លៃឬក៏ការមិនពេញចិត្តពីមនុស្សជុំវិញខ្លួនទាំងអស់ចូលមកអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងទោះជាថាជំនាន់ហ្នឹងទោះជាខ្ញុំមិនដឹងថាខ្ញុំបានធ្វើអីខុសឬក៏អ្វីដែលខ្ញុំធ្វើខុសឬក៏ធ្វើត្រូវខ្ញុំមិនដឹងគាត់ដឹងថានៅពេលដែលពាក្យសម្ដីគេនិយាយមកដូចថាមិនពេញចិត្តធ្វើខ្ញុំប៉ះពាល់អញ្ចឹងបងអញ្ចឹងដោយសារយើងរស់នៅក្នុងបានថាមានមនុស្សជុំវិញខ្លួនដែលគេថាមិនពេញចិត្តយើងរួមទាំងការចំណាយនេះអញ្ចឹងចូលមកក្នុងខ្លួនយើងទាំងអស់អញ្ចឹងបង
Yeah, she mean like this. She mean like the dislike she found in other about her. It's like example relative or the in-law family, that is the relative of the husband. They don't like her, you know, something like that. So when they talk of something that they really don't like about her, it trigger her, you know, trigger her to get anger.
So we're talking that one connected again to the husband.
Can say like this, because Align case, because her husband is my friend. It's like they're married, but not all the relative of support like Align, you know. It's like they don't really like, they don't agree, but they cannot against the marriage, so they just allow to marry. And then after that there is kind of, you know, the body language, you know, the behind the scene talking bad, you know, don't like this, don't like that, you know. And then Align feel the kind of negative frequency, so all the time it's like trigger her to keep talk, you know, keep like murmuring to the husband, why your family like this to me, why your family like this to me, you know. Every day it's like endlessly talking about the in-law issue, so become they angry back and forth to each other. And then kind of the husband is also the person that don't like to talk, so make the misunderstanding more worse.
Yeah, because that what Align want. Okay, are we talking about your past? Okay, and also that this is also kind of issue that a lot of people we talk about this, because what you want actually Sopa stand in front of you. So you mean that he can just, it's like become the fortress of you, you know. And then there's, yeah, and then especially also is like a woman that sometimes when you talk, sometimes the message also not deliver well. Okay, but means that you want that the husband also stand in front of you. But the point is this, you know, what the things that you think that you hope that Sopa, your husband, will what is that? Yeah, will if people surround Sopa, connected with Sopa, and then talk bad thing about you, you also feel something that there is wrong. Why you don't talk to them about me? You know, you see, is that what you feel, right?
Yeah.
Why you don't talk to them about me? You can talk to them about me, right? You can also talk. Yeah, you can also talk. Talk is like represent me to your relatives. You know, so means
Yeah.
that everything now become you just angry and blame him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because he become is one person, but surrounding him it becomes supposed is of him, something like that. You know, but these things actually is not because of others. There is something inside you that is not clear. You have last time you have a big things happen in your life, make your anger root become more and more and more and more and become a tree. That's what happened with you. So if something talk about you, especially coming from the family of Sopal, so you more anger because you can say that Sopal, you have to talk, represent me. You have to talk, stand in front of me. Why you don't talk? And this one make you more anger and give the anger to Sopal. Yeah, because you looks like that you blame him because you don't talk in front of your family. You know, it's different when the family of Sopal is the one that talk about that is not family Sopal family. It's probably is not touch you, but Sopal family touch you because you want Sopal together with you.
Yeah.
Because something happened in your life before regarding the anger, you know. Something is like, you like a lot of things like what we know about what your situation before. Okay, that the big root of all of this actually is anger. That's why anger and unforgiveness and revenge actually one of the family, you know, related. But it's the point about the why make that the anger there become bigger. It's like this loneliness of you, no love, you know, comparison, you know, all these things make that the anger become big and big and big and big.
Yeah.
And then when you married with Sopa, you feel you want Sopa together with you, the one that can talk about you, the one that can is like stand in front of you. That's the point. Now, but why? Yeah, but why right now you are clear? Because the anger root is already you unplug the anger root, even though right now that the trigger coming. Try to trigger you something that is a small thing, but you aware that the anger is not easy to get the trigger anymore.
Yeah.
That's because you understand now, you already can understand how to unplug the anger root inside you. So before that, if people know you, I know you before, Theary know you before, is you like very easy, is like a crack, a glass, easy to crack. Yeah. But until now, they also try, okay? I mean, there's a lot of people, we cannot control them, okay? They can talk whatever they talk. They can talk bad thing about you. The point is, you really aware the anger, the trigger of anger cannot touch you anymore. This is related with the one that last time we talked about the unforgiveness, about the forgiveness, about the how to unplug the root. It's kind of like that, Theary.
Yeah, sorry, Chi. Sorry, everybody. It's really amazing now my nose.
Doesn't matter. You know,
Yeah, so, yeah, Chi.
a good thing, you know, because we are in the internet. Otherwise, three of us, we sit together.
Yeah, the virus cannot contaminate to you, but I believe the annoying is people feeling about the sound and the body language. Okay, so I'm sorry, all the friends here. Like what you said about Alan, yeah? What I see here is like I can say that it see like there is two kind of anger, you know. Alan is anger over see lack of love from the small, from when she was young. She don't feel the love is there in the house. She asking for more love from the mother, from the parent, and then from the husband, and also she need more love from the in-law family, something like that. But there is another issue I see from the previous consultation. It's like the man try to control his wife, because the root is he see his mom control his dad every day. So since he was, I mean, like, since when he start to realize that his dad is living without freedom, no voice in the house, everything is controlled by the mother, and the mother is acting like, you know, like the general, the commander, 4-star, 5-star, something like that. So the dad no voice at all in the house. So this man, this husband, seeing that from the small until adult, and then when he married, he tried to control the wife. So whenever the wife do anything wrong to him, the only thing he can think of is, okay, you go your own way, I go my own way. I don't want to live suffer like my dad, something like that. So he never allowed the wife to control him or make any decision over him. He have to do the one, but the wife never agree. So they never live peacefully in the house, always clash. Until now, they already separate house, but they still not really official divorce, something like that. So this kind of root is like, for me, I can say that from one is asking for more love, one is the revenge over what he see the mom did to the dad, something like that, you know. Yeah. So this kind of anger is become the revenge. So without realize or not, this man is since he the young age, he already accumulate a lot of anger over the mom. Yeah, over the mom. Actually, it's the from the pityness over his dad, but become the angriness over the woman, over the mom. And then when he married, he cannot take out this root, and then he fear, living with fear that one day his wife will be done the same to him like what the mom did to his father, you know, something like that. So it's every family, when talking about the unforgiveness, talking about the revenge, no peace in the family, there are many different roots. Yeah. And another thing also, yeah, maybe you can share some about this one first.
It's okay. I just write down because I think everything is connected, you know. Because after this also, we will talk about this in the outside the talk show, right? So means that is, yeah, since that we also talk about this, I think that the best one, because it's like when since that you life, I mean that you, me, Alan, we are all is a human and we live and live. So a lot of this challenge coming always. I mean that is depend on now how we see that the challenge, and then it's like, yeah, the challenge about why husband and wife or the children or the family, you know, is I see a lot of things, you know, a lot of things. Because that what? Because what? Because why this a law? What? Why this what? That is a law, and then it happened. Is you cannot choose. But the thing is, I can just give it a good news. Actually, you can release that. You can just also come free of this. But we will talk about this. Maybe you can just share more things first, Theary.
Yeah, maybe after this, Alan also can share some of the experience yourself, and also the one you see around your, I mean, your family, is like your family members or other neighbor that you know. For me, I see another case is after divorce. Okay, after divorce, the wife, okay, go to you know, a lesbian, love the girl, something like that. They feel enough with men, so they try to they force themselves to love a girl, because they feel like men cannot
All
be
men
trusted
like that.
anymore. All men like that. Yeah, they just give conclusion like that. I think it's not fair also for men. There's still a lot of good men in the world.
There is a lot of men, a good man in the world, and there is a lot of not a good woman according to the men also in the world, you know. And then it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, yep.
And then there's another case is she become lesbian because she see not she see, yeah, it's like she ever got, it's like sexual abuse by the stepfather, something like that. So she grown up, she don't feel she need the love from the man. Yeah, so she become lesbian. There's a lot of things. It's also start from the root of anger and unforgiveness. So I only can say like this because they don't. I see a lot of a lot of women. They say that I'm okay. I forgive this person. I forgive myself. I already forget my past. But when things trigger, okay, like yeah, like you said, some word or some action or they see on the social media, some issue between here and there, so they all out again, all the bad habit come back again. So for me, I only can say that actually they never take out the root. They only try to cover. They only try to cover and act as normal, act as I'm okay, but actually it's not okay. So when things happen, all the root out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, because the topic is we're talking about this, and then I really hope that whoever listening now, they can relate it to maybe not their own story, but maybe to their friends or their family members, like me when I'm talking about this, because I'm not in that. Every situation I'm talking is from the person who bring it to me, my friend or my family, or also my teamwork, something like that. But I can share to them some comment that I believe they understand what they need to do, not just to cover up and then act as nothing happened, something like that. Because if every one of us don't realize that we have our own homework related to our own root, and then most of the root is talking about anger and unforgiveness. So if we don't really realize, then this root will pass through the next generation, can to our son, can to our daughters, and then without they know, they become the victim of our own issue. And I don't know that this root passed through me or even to Alang or to you, since when, from which generation to which generation, with our parent or our grandparent or our great parent, we don't know. But just when I realized, when I learned a lot from FFG, then I just realized that wow, everybody really have this kind of hatred, anger, unforgiveness very deep down. Yeah. So maybe you can, like, because I understand that you've been with FFG, you've been with bootcamp value your life, you save a lot of people's life. Yeah, you're helping a lot of people to release, just like you said just now, they don't release themselves. And just like Alan case, actually is the issue is not about the in-law family or not about the husband. The issue is herself adding up because she asking for more love, because not during the young age, is there are many issues happen in the family, but no communication also. So the kids start to misjudges to the parent, or misunderstood to the parent, and then they just thought that the parent don't love them. So the anger root, the expectation for love is accumulated for many years. That's why they actually is all about themselves. I know that you're helping a lot of people to release this kind of misunderstanding. At the end, I see from my own eye during volunteering as bootcamp crew, people hatred for so many years. At the end, they can release. So maybe you have I don't know, a special strategy or special power to do that, because I see from my own eye a lot of people, even the anger is so high, the revenge is so great, but then you can turn them out within few days.
Okay, here. Or maybe before I continue, Alan, you want to share something first or what? So you can just, or I can talk to share first. I can share. We can just talk about this. First of all, it's not me. I mean, it's not me. Here, what I can say like this, okay? if you have the best guru in the heaven and earth, but if you don't want to change, so it's nothing. You know, you have a free will to choose. You want to release it or you don't want to release it. So whoever that right now also listen this one, so I have to understand also. I mean that is you, me, and Alan also, we understand this very clear. If Alan don't want to release simple things, if you don't come, everything is not coincidence, yes. When Alan meet you, it's not coincidence. But she want to release it. She want to release from this situation. She the one want. If only you and me want to change Alan, cannot be happen. We cannot change people unless she want to change. She want to release, you want to release. It's like you are in the jail and you want to release it. You know, you not just only sit and then cry. Yes, you sit and cry, but you also want to release, and you wake up and then you touch the jail. You want to out. That is very important. That is very important, Theary. If it's a yes, you are in the boot camp. It's very big things want happen. Why only that this call only 3 days and it happened like that? Because actually the 3 days in boot camp is very amazing one. Actually, the process also is very amazing. I mean that is if you are not there, probably you just only think what happened. But the point is the people change. It's because they want to change. They want to release that. Simple. I want to release my anger. I don't want the anger tie me anymore. I don't want the anger is like tie me, it's like a rope, you know. I want to release it. That is coming from me first. I have to. And the point also like this. We live now. I believe God. That's my point also, okay? So I really dig what is that the law that God has, the law of God. Do I walk in the law of God or not? You know, it's like this. Here we are living now in the earth. Means that everything is talking about. It's not only what you sow, what you reap. It's not only that one, but that is also a law, right? What you sow, what you reap. What you sow, what you reap. Now we're talking about our government. Okay, you are in Cambodia, and I mean here in Indonesia. Now I ask you the law of the government, the law of your government. If somebody use drug, or she's become the not only an addict, but also the seller of the drug, is that the law of that? Is that the law of that from the government or not?
Yeah, there is a law to control the drug addicted and drug seller.
Okay, so means that there is what is that the government see? Is this good or bad?
Yeah, it's bad thing.
It's a bad thing. The government has a law, right? The government has a law, right? But for the drugs, for the patient person, only for the medicine, it's only for the medicine. But this one, if they can become addicted or selling the drugs, there is become the law that is a bad thing. And then there is a law to catch the person or not, going to the jail. Okay. How about the killer? If the person kills somebody, is that a law?
Yeah, there's a law.
So means that there is a good things, a good thing that you do and a bad thing you do. You kill somebody, you go to the jail or not? You go to the jail. You good with the person, you go to the prison or not? You get the depression. Okay, right. So you can also understand about this. When we live now in the earth, there is a law. The law, when you die or you do something bad thing, is that a law or not? You know, this is like the one that you cannot see. Kill person, you can see. You use the drug, you can see. But how about if you throw anger to the person? Is that the law?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how about kill that person? Is that a law?
Yeah.
Abuse people, abuse that person. Is that a law or not? Some people abuse the person, bully the person die because of bully. It looks like it's not directly killed. But when the person killing herself, is that the law?
Yeah.
You know, it's the same things. Which law that you hold right now? You know, which law that you hold right now? If you hate somebody, is that good or bad?
Bad.
You hold the law that you hate somebody, you hold the law bad. But how about the other one say that this one is good? But because they don't understand, they don't know the law, which one? They don't know how the foundation of the law, Theary. They go become an LGBT. Who said that right? Who said that wrong?
Yeah.
You know, they go divorce. Who said that right? Who said that wrong? We talk these things already, right? That's why now, which law that you hold? Which law that you hold? Which the law that you follow and you're afraid of? Simple. Since that I follow my law, I believe about God. So I believe about God, so I believe about heaven and hell. So means that, yeah, even though I never been there, okay, even though I never been there, I mean like this, I can imagine if the heaven like this is very beautiful one, so I can also imagine the hell like this, you know. If the heaven like this, if the hell like this is same like a government. When you kill somebody, you go to the jail. Even that some country have a rule. You kill somebody, you kill a lot of people, you going and then you dead. Death penalty. Some country like that. Okay? But some of the country is the rule is not like that. Going to the jail. Now it's the same. If you really fight and then divorce or kill your husband or kill your husband, what is the law that you hold? Do you understand this law or not? When you kill now, it's like your husband died. But how about you? Because you do something that according to the law is a bad thing. But you know what I can say this one. But this woman probably don't know about the law, right? Or maybe he already had up. Because the men do the things. If Alan that time also give up, can be also end up like that. Cannot be tahan, you know tahan, cannot settle anymore. You know, even that the way that Sopal do is not like the husband do. Okay, but the anger inside you is very big one. So means that when Sopal do nothing, this also trigger you already, because that one is like a big already. But how about if you give up? The ending story is not like this. Even now, right now, also still not ending story. Because you still right now together with Sopa. But you understand now you are with the self-control, can control yourself, very aware about this. But see what happened now? You are both happy. This is what I can say. Actually, there is always a solution. But sometimes because of panic, because of all the things, and close the eyes, and then all this one close already, and then the heart is also stone already, close, everything close. If they just only can give it the time to open first now, and then see what happened, and understand about these things first, and unplug the anger, can be. You can also unplug the anger, because there is always a love there. And what I can say, if you want to be win, the love inside you can be win. even though that the anger very big one. It's like this, you know, you have a home, you have a very nasty, it's very stinky one. But if you want to, you can clean your house and your house will be clean. And after that, you change it and make it that your home become a rainbow again. Something like that. Now the point is like this. Sample what you say about the issue, okay? The husband, the man, have the parents, not only the man and the woman. Where is this coming from? His story is very long one. Huh? But it's like a big tree going deep. If you don't understand how to cut it and how to unplug it, that the root will be still going on to your children. It's like your children maybe don't understand, but she saw you. They saw you. Okay? They saw that the parents, the husband, the father, treat the mom like that. So the anger also going to him. The hate also going to him, to her. Not only him and her. This woman and the man, the children. When the parents, and also if the parents not act in front of, the energy also affect to the children. Don't you think that is, don't ever think that is, if you not fight in front of the children, you think it's okay. No, the energy, anger is still there. Conquer this and then going to, and the children also see. Sample, if the father angry with the mom, can be also make him or her hate the father. Can be also become a self-pity to her mom, so become a lesbian or a homo. You know, but again, what is the rule? What is the law that you hold about the lesbian and homo also? Which one? Which rule that you follow actually? I cannot say right or wrong, but again, it's like this, the drug. You sell drug. For me, I say that sell the drug is a bad thing for me. I don't want to input the drugs inside me. Even I'm sick also, I try to avoid. So how about it's really that the drug is the same? From the beginning, if God say that man and a woman, so means this is the one, right? But because of the situation and all these things, and then how that the person handle this, the mind, so the hate and the anger inside, so this make it the situation happen. But if you can unplug that one, the person that anger right now actually is not angry person. If he or she can unplug the root, it's like what happened with Alain and Sopa. But Alain and Sopa is a quite very short also for me in the process, because she understands, she want to. The point is she want to. And the happiness there in front of you, actually the happiness. But some people, they don't know how to do, they don't find this way, they don't know also, no idea. And they go around, like a rat race. Because they try to find that the happiness. But the happiness looks like also run away, you know. It's not because of run away. Because it's like put it in a shortcut, but the shortcut is not a very shortcut way that she understands to unplug it. Unplug also is not just directly that. There is a process. If you want to know, there is always a solution. Okay, we TikTok first before I see a guy here.
Yeah, so it's starting from anger to unforgiveness and then to revenge. So your from your experience is you ask the person whether they are ready to release because they deserve more peace. Yeah, I see that there's a lot of slogan, there's a lot of quote from many famous people. They're talking about forgiving others. It doesn't mean that the other people deserve the forgiveness from you, or that doesn't mean that they did not wrong or they did they're not really the victim, something like that, but because you deserve peace but from yourself. But for me, I see from the other side, it's like why the famous people taking this code as a order, as a wisdom to encourage people who living with unforgiveness, which is ruin their own body cells, to first think about themselves first. Think about our own self first. That means you forgive, you deserve peace inside you, because they know that everybody focus on their own self first. But it in another side, I can see like this. That's why I put my topic as a unlimited forgiveness, unlimited merit, because if you only focus just to forgive for your own self, that means you forgive other, the one who hurt you, just to get peace inside you. That is correct, nothing wrong. But if you can see the other side, that means you already love yourself more. It's like you gain more merits. That means you have mercy on other, doesn't mean you have only mercy on yourself, because people choose to forgive because they have mercy on themselves. They want to live with peace. But if they can see that if the more they forgive even the one that hurt them, they see they get more merit. It's like not only themselves have peace, but they keep adding more and more blessing, more and more blessing. They cut all the tie, like you said, the anger tie them, the hatred tie them, the loneliness tie them. And then the more they forgive to those people that make them lonely, those people that make them anger, those people that make them hatred, so the more they cut all this. For me, I see not only they have peace, but they also have more blessing. Like they start to understand what is called gratitude, what is called mercy, have mercy on other, what is called love other like you love yourself, something like that. That's why I put my topic this word, because I feel like when you go up to another level, you not only focus on yourself anymore, but you focus on being the blessing to others. And then when you understand about the unlimited forgiveness, so every day you just really keep looking, like you said, your house, if you feel that your house is full of shit, like smelly, you feel like it's not clean enough, so every day you keep looking over you, and then you see this. A lot of people, they keep cleaning themselves. But if I can see, like, when you already cleaning yourself, then you not become the like the tube, water tube. The blessing can flow through you. It's not blocked by you, because a lot of things happen in your life. It's not a coincidence. There must be something for you to learn. That is what I learned from you, what I learned from FFG. So when all my leaders try to explain how to clean your house, every room inside your house, then I start to see that, okay, this is another level of understanding. That means you become the tool. You become the like the drain, like the water pipe to connect. So you flow the blessing through you. So it's not all the blessing not blocked by you. So this, how to make this blessing flow through you to the other person, is by forgiveness, unlimited forgiveness. So the blessing keep flowing through you to the other person around you, because it's not coincident that you are in that family, you married with that person, you living with that parent, you living in that society. And it's not coincident that I am born as Cambodian and you are born as Indonesian. And it's not coincident that we came to know each other in FFG. So the more we start to realize this, but a lot of people, they cannot pass the first level of knowing themselves, knowing the value of themselves. That's why thanks God, thanks to our founder Pa Ongyi. He created boot camp for all the humanity. So the 3 day 2 night in boot camp, whoever go, and then for me myself, I got a lot of knowledge, I got a lot of wisdom, and understand what is called like you said, knowing yourself, realizing what is really the meaningful, what is the value of your life, born in this earth, or why God created you, something like that. So I just only can share that from my own experience. People who still find themselves triggered with this anger, and still find themselves hatred with other, or still find themselves unforgive to anybody, not only the husband or everyone around, you can try, okay? You can try giving yourself another chance. maybe you can ask any one of us here in FFG, ask my guru here, Miss Yolani, or ask Alan Kitkin, that she is the life testimony, or asking any FFG member around the world, find out what they got in boot camp 3 day 2 night, and then convert them to become a person of value. You know, for me, I only can say thanks and thanks and thanks a million times to FFG, and thanks to our founder, but God created him for this kind of the wisdom he got in the bootcamp is really amazing. And then we just got a bootcamp gathering through online, and the sharing is really amazing. And I heard that we're going to have a lot more about this sharing. The more we share, the more I only can say that the more we share, the more we gain. Because when we keep sharing, like me, whenever I talk about me and my experience with bootcamp with FFG, I just feel blessed. I just feel blessed that I come to pass all those obstacles. I know that there's another challenge coming every day, but at least I live with the right foundation. Yeah. So also with Alan, I can feel that she is now a new Alan. It's not the kind of glass like before. and then now she can give advice to other wife, you know, other sibling, other women who have just started the journey as a wife. They can avoid what we have did wrong before. Yeah.
Because
So,
this one, Theary, if you're not really aware and can control, and you give it the advice to others, you listen also the issue of others, right? And then this one, if you cannot handle, this one will trigger you again. You know, means that you cannot handle that. Means that if you really don't understand very clear, it's like okay, he's like this. It's like you are in the computer. You don't know how to clean the virus inside the computer yourself. You don't know how you clean yourself. And then after that, also you talk to other people. You think that you can give it the advice. But the other people issue, if you cannot handle it, it becomes your issue again and can trigger again in you. You know, this is if you not control, you don't have a self-control high one, even though it's right now we learn how to make that our self-control become a 1 level, 2 level, 3 level, 4 level, 5 level, right? It means that it's like we aware with the awareness very high, and then can kick out the anger. Okay, even until today, from yesterday also is a test for me also about the anger, but thanks God I can handle it. Even a small thing, you know, until a big thing. They try. You know, people surround me also they don't know what to do. Also, they don't know also is that the trigger me or not. But the one that can control is me. So simple is like Alan. Now Alan is, yes, I agree. I really also is amazed also with the situation, the way that you grow. Means that you're not is like a crack anymore. I mean that is once a while you ever been in a crack one, okay? But after and after that you realize when we say also, Alan, be careful, you now become a crack again. So you realize, oh, okay, Chi. Otherwise, if some person, if some people, when we talk like that, is also can be also offended, you know. If she offended, it's also another issue again, another homework again, you know. Because it's offended mean that it's offend and defense to the another one for the anger one. You know what I mean? So that is true. It's like what you say, that is all true. This is actually is very deep talking, you know, about the anger and forgiveness. That is like what you say, it's not only a blessing, yes. That's why we live is not coincidence. When you have the husband, Vincent, it's not coincidence. It's God give it to you, wife Vincent, you know. That is become that is tools to sharpen you in that the kind of the life character is same. It's like Sopa also. And also when you and then Alan become a very close friend, it's not also coincidence. And the more you close, the more you also become a tools to sharpen So same is like our parents also. So the more you communicate, the more actually you will fix each other if you accept it, if you also willing to be changed. Otherwise, one I can get before we talk, okay, simple things is like the husband and wife. They don't have a really communicate each other well. So if the issue there is the husband angry and the wife also become is pung, 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 and then after that they separate talking, you know. So the communication is not there, it's dangerous. You know, now is all the telecommunication is like telephone, cell phone and everything. Now it's very easy WhatsApp, right? Because when you talk and trigger you again, right? But it's the best thing actually call. You know, also understand, but the love there can be connected, you know. But when you angry and then you don't want to face it and then you avoid it, that is also make that the communication become far away. This is when you not have a communication, husband, wife, parents, children, sibling, best friend. So after that avoid and then angry and then anger and then hate, and then become not forgive. And then one time become want to revenge. Like that, you know. This is the point.
Yeah,
Like that.
thank you. Alan, you listen all this almost a lot now. So you have any sharing about, I mean, like everyone around you, you see, because now we've been talking over ourselves for the previous live show. Now maybe we can share what we see people around us so that they can have an idea when they're facing that challenge, so they know that, oh, because of this, you know, because when we share, like just now I share about the husband try to control his wife because he see the mom control the dad, something like that, you know, but the wife and the husband themselves, they don't know until they talk to us. Then we start to find out, we start to dig out what is the real issue between this couple, you know. So if you see anything around you, you also can share here, so that whoever listen now, they can relate it to the issue around them or the issue within them. Năng này là những ai share ពីអ្វីដែលអ្នកឯងឃើញជំវិញខ្លួនអញ្ចឹងណាដូចជាអ្នកណាអ្នកនេះខ្លះដែលយើងធ្លាប់ឃើញអញ្ចឹងមូលហេតុអីជួនកាលប្តីប្រពន្ធគាត់មើលទៅគាត់អត់ដឹងនិយាយថាគាត់អត់ដឹងរហូតដល់ទៅពេលគាត់មិននិយាយបានយើងដឹងថាអូកាពិតគាត់មានបញ្ហាអញ្ចឹងណាចឹងដល់ពេលដែលយើងនិយាយអញ្ចឹងទៅអ្នកដែលគាត់មានរឿងគាត់អាចទទួលបានចម្លើយហ្មង
បើតាមខ្ញុំធ្លាប់ដើរមកមួយចំនួនអញ្ចឹងប្តីប្រពន្ធម្នាក់គាត់ចូលចិត្តដូចថាចេះដែលមានរឿងដូចថាគាត់មានរឿងក្នុងពីជួនជនកាដោយរឿងតូចតាចទេប៉ុន្តែគាត់ដឹងអញ្ចឹងណាបងជនកាអារឿងតូចតាចហ្នឹងជាកន្លែងតបៅគាត់អញ្ចឹងដល់ពេលប្រពន្ធនិយាយប៉ះចំធ្វើគាត់ឈឺអញ្ចឹងណាបងចាអ្នកខ្លះអាចរឿងរបស់គាត់កើតដោយសារការច្រឡំគ្នាការញាស់គ្នាអញ្ចឹងណាបងចាពេលខ្លះបើខ្ញុំតាមខ្ញុំមើលឃើញដូចជាគ្រួសារខ្លះដូចថាប្តីគាត់ដូចថាធ្វើការច្រើនគាត់នឿយហត់ច្រើនគាត់ទទួលបន្ទុកច្រើនធ្វើឲ្យគាត់ stress សុខស្មាញចាពេលខ្លះក៏កើតទៅជាកំហឹងអញ្ចឹងណាបងឲ្យគាត់ត្រូវការក្តីស្រឡាញ់ការថ្នាក់នាំពីប្រពន្ធពេលខ្លះប្រពន្ធគាត់ល្អប៉ុន្តែគាត់ដឹងថាប្តីគាត់stress ស្មុគស្មាញគាត់ត្រូវការថ្នាក់នាំការយកចិត្តរបស់ឯងអ្នកខ្លះធ្វើជាប្តីប៉ុន្តែគាត់នៅអារបៀបថាត្រូវការថ្នាក់នាំពីប្រពន្ធប៉ុន្តែប្រពន្ធណាគាត់គិតថាគាត់ជាប្រពន្ធគឺប្តីត្រូវតែថាផ្ដល់ក្តីស្រឡាញ់គាត់ថ្នាក់នាំគាត់ព្រោះ mindset របស់មនុស្សស្រីមួយចំនួនឬក៏មនុស្សស្រីនៅស្រុកខ្មែរយើងតែគិតថាខ្លួនជាប្រពន្ធគឺប្តីមានតួនាទីត្រូវតែមកថ្នាក់នាំប៉ុន្តែសម្រាប់ខ្ញុំនៅពេលដែលខ្ញុំស្គាល់ SG ស្គាល់បងស្គាល់ជីខ្ញុំគិតថាអស់ហ្នឹងគឺយើងត្រូវថ្នាក់នាំគ្នាទៅវិញទៅមកហើយយើងយកចិត្តគ្នាទៅវិញទៅមកអញ្ចឹងបងចាអញ្ចឹងរឿងមកក្នុងជុំវិញខ្លួនខ្ញុំគឺបែបហ្នឹងគឺដោយសារការទៀមទីហើយបុគ្គលម្នាក់ប្តីប្រពន្ធម្នាក់គាត់ល្អហើយប៉ុន្តែដោយសារគាត់អត់យល់ថាគាត់ក៏មានតួនាទីទៅថ្នាក់នាំប្តីក៏មានតួនាទីទៅថ្នាក់នាំប្រពន្ធគាត់ក៏មានតួនាទីទៅលើកលែងឲ្យប្រពន្ធអត់ឲ្យដូចគ្នាប្រពន្ធក៏ត្រូវមានតួនាទីលើកលែងប្តីទៅវិញទៅមកដូចគ្នាអញ្ចឹងណាប៉ុន្តែអ្វីដែលខ្ញុំមើលឃើញទៅពេលខ្លះប្រពន្ធគាត់លើកលែងគ្រប់បែបយ៉ាងប៉ុន្តែស្វាមីនៅតែទៀមទាតែអ្វីដែលគាត់ទៀមទាដោយសារប្រពន្ធអត់ដឹងគាត់ប្រពន្ធគាត់លើកលែងគ្រប់បែបយ៉ាងតែគាត់ដឹងថាអ្វីដែលប្តីត្រូវការពិតប្រាកដណាចាអញ្ចឹងអ្វីដែលប្តីត្រូវការពិតប្រាកដគឺក្តីស្រឡាញ់ហើយការថ្នាក់ថ្នមយល់ចិត្តឲ្យបានច្រើនទោះជាគាត់ធ្វើអីក៏ដោយថា គាត់ត្រូវការដូចថារឿងហ្នឹងគាត់ធ្វើខុសប៉ុន្តែគាត់ដឹងថាគាត់ខុសប៉ុន្តែគាត់នៅតែទាមទារការយកចិត្តពីប្រពន្ធត្រូវការគេហៅថាអ្នកដែលយល់ចិត្តឬក៏ត្រូវការហ្នឹងគេហៅថាម៉េចឯងបងដូចថាយើងធ្វើខុសតែយើងនៅត្រូវការឲ្យគេនិយាយចូលរួមត្រូវការចូលរួមជាមួយអញ្ចឹងហ៎បងចាអញ្ចឹងបើសិនជាប្តីម្នាក់ចាអញ្ចឹងបើសិនជាប្តីម្នាក់ឬប្រពន្ធម្នាក់ដែលដឹងថាខ្លួនខុសហើយអាហ្នឹងដូចថាទទួលស្គាល់ហ្នឹងប្រហែលជាមានក្តីសុខច្រើនជាងហ្នឹងដែលបងតែនិយាយថានៅពេលយើងដឹងការពិតនឹងជួយឲ្យយើងមានសេរីភាពអញ្ចឹងហ៎បងប៉ុន្តែដោយសារគាត់ទទួលស្គាល់ការពិតចាហ្នឹងអ្វីដែលខ្ញុំមើលឃើញអញ្ចឹងហ៎បងចាតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងបង
Okay. I like sharing the environment surrounding her from the experience she see, like a lot of friends or relatives. The issue within the family is like they like teasing each other, you know, like teasing each other, tempting each other, and then when the more they tease, then the other party feel like, you know, not fair or not comfortable with the way they teasing, so become the issue, upset with each other or feel offended with the way they teasing. And then some couple is like even they did wrong, either the wife or the husband did wrong, but they still need the other party to come and lobby them, come to persuade them, you know. They don't really accept that is their mistake, and then they in their mind they keep thinking like, okay, if I did wrong, so what? Why don't you just come and talk to me first? Why don't you just come and hug me first or something like that, talk good thing to me? If you know that I am like that, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? So it's the expectation is there between the couple. Yeah, and then a lot of couple they don't understand their own bad habits, you know. Even they did wrong with that kind of bad habit. Some husband they like to you know, talk very harsh to the wife or very harsh to the children, and then make the fire burn in the house. But he know that he burned the fire, but he want the wife to come and talk good to him first. He said, I already like that, why don't you just don't make me angry, something like that, you know. That's what I like to see around her.
I think this one is one of the big issue, right? I think it's not only surrounding Alan. I think it's the country. A lot of country is like the root actually lack of love, and also is a comparison. You know, is then the country usually also is like what happened in your country actually is a war, right? It's only we don't talk about is 100 years, right? It's not talking even that 100 years, right? It's
not yet 100 years.
Yeah, not even like that, right? So means that a lot of things happen in the situation of the people, you know. Means that is no love, comparison, and then it's a money issue also, you know, and then it's a poverty, and then make this root in surrounding in your family parents. Okay, it's not only in your parents but also in your grandparents, and then going down, and then this is you see what is that the issue actually is like between our children also. Sometimes our children also play. They're starting already, you know, or even in that when you pregnant, simple things. It's starting already, you know, simple things. Yeah, when the parents say that, okay, be a good girl, okay, don't let your sister. That one is starting already, you know, when you touch your womb, and then be a good girl, okay, don't do like your father. Be a good girl, don't do like your mother, you know. You see, that one is already starting. What happened with you put it actually to your children, with or without you realize, you know. When the person want to kill herself, sometimes also I kill myself in front of the children. I hate your daddy in front of the children, you know. And then it's a small thing that is starting. So now it's like this, okay. This is again is if you want to be clean, one thing you have to really understand about this first, and you want to unplug this, you know. This one is the root. The root is again the love. The love is lack of love, self-pity, comparison, okay, and then make anger more bigger, become also an anger and unforgiveness, okay, and then a revenge. How to make it clear? It's like what Theary put in the title. Actually, with the unlimited forgiveness, it's not easy. It's not easy. Yes, I tell you, it's not easy. But if you want, it become easy. You're starting from you want first. You're starting from that. That is it's like this, you know. Do you want to be a happiness in your life or not? Okay. If you want, you have to choose this between unforgive and forgive. You know, between the anger and love. You have to choose this. You cannot take it too. You know, you have to start to choose it. And then you want to revenge, hate yourself, hate until you die. And even after you die, you also, last time we also talked about this issue. After you die, you also don't know where, because right now in the first level, you also talk these things all very about hate, about anger, and all the things. How about after die? You know, the one that we don't know also is you don't know, you never been there, you don't have a ticket yet. But how about that? Because this is you make yourself or your life is very terrible one. But now how to make it turn around is only your decision now. You want to release it or not? If you want to release it, you just make a decision. I want to release it. I want to free. I want to be free from this anger. I want to be free from this unforgiveness. I want to be free from this revenge. What I have to do? First, you have to release it. You can just, I release from this. I release from this jail. I release from this anger. You can just follow me also, okay? In this life situation, okay? I can. Whoever want to be released, you can just talk it and mention it. I release from the anger. I release from the unforgiveness. I release from the revenge. And then after that, you see, okay, when you married with your husband, no matter what, maybe you're starting from the one that we can say arranged marriage, but you are with the husband. I mean, that is with or without first thing that the love there, but you are together with him now. Again, which law that you follow? We can just also, I mean this one. There is always a decision that you make. When you make this decision, you also don't know that the future you're going to where. When you make this decision, you also don't know where is that the future ending and up where. But when you do something, a good thing, at least you already starting with the good things one. The foundation is already here. Before that, you don't want to forgive, but now you start to forgive. Before that, there is no love anymore, but now you start to put it, I try the love. At least you start from the good foundation now, even though you just walk step by step, but you start from the good foundation and you cut everything behind you. You cut, for this one is a starting point of you and your children the next. Because if you can see before you that your parents and your grandparents and your grandparents and your grandparents, like what Theary say, what is this all? Starting from where? If you just going up, maybe 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 a year ago, you never know this one. But this is the root going deep. Now going deep to you. Now going to your children. Only you can cut it if you understand now. If you understand now, yes. Otherwise, there is also always be a continue and duplicate. And then change it with the unlimited one. The one that unlimited forgiveness, unlimited merit. Unlimited forgiveness, yes, can be also opened at the way for the unlimited this one. Okay, so there is talking about the issue right now. What you got. It's not only, but you can be somebody. It's like what you do, both of you now share this one. Here is, I mean, whoever right now can open this way. and open the heart to be understand it. At least start from that one first. That is Theary.
Yeah, Ji, thank you so much. And we've been talking over an hour now, and
An
I
hour?
believe this, yeah, this topic is very interesting. And like I said in the beginning opening, it's like our own homework for the rest of our life. If we don't know what to do next, it's like a new assignment or what? It's like new homework. Like when we study, every day we got a homework. Right, we
Every
go
day.
back home. Yeah, every day we got a homework, and at night we do the homework, and then morning we submit to the teacher. So in life, I think it's the same. Every day we got the homework. I don't know the homework is from who. Maybe some wife got the homework from the husband, okay, and some daughter the homework from the parent. So, or maybe the homework also from the children. So it's like every day we have to do some homework, and then morning we submit. But for us, I think we submit every night.
We submit every night, and this one, the homework of us actually is a good thing, Theary, why it's a good thing? Because it's like this, your image at the end, you will fulfill the image of you with the good things of you. You're full of love, you're full of joy, you're full of peace. You can become a person that really fully aware, can self-control yourself, have a very strong mind. So all these things not conquer you anymore. This is actually at the end. What is the purpose? What is the purpose? This is a law happen to you to make you also understand this point, this process. At the end, you become number 10 in the life aspects of Theary.
Amen.
That is a law. Yes, this is a law. That is a law. The process a law to you. So actually, all the things that happen in our life actually is not disaster. It's a blessing.
Yep.
Because you are going to the next level, to the number 10 level, that how God create you to be. But the image of you break. So that's why now, if you understand this, you the one have to release. You the one want to open the jail and then walk very free to get your freedom.
Yes, Ji. Thank you so much for this advice, Ji. And I believe this one is not for me alone. It's for Alang and for everyone who is watching us right now. And back to what you said about law, I just want to share, if let's say you kill people, there's a law to judge you. And then how about if you keep anger over the person? That's what you mentioned earlier. And if we can relate it, the anger as another person, like we always said.
Repeat again.
I mean, like just now you're talking about the law of government, the law when you kill other, you need to be judged by the court. You go to jail, you have to face the law. By law, you face something that you did, something like that. So if talking about anger, if we can anger, if we can relate it anger as a person, because we always say people in spiritual level, they said anger is a spirit of anger. If we can relate it anger as a person, so those who ever live, I mean, like every one of us, okay, if we can see the anger, okay, if we can see, so will we want to keep it with us all the time? It's like it's like it's like the black shadow following you, because
you
anger
have to kick out,
because it never do good. It's only order you to do bad thing. Everybody experience the anger, even the most strongest one. I experienced myself what I did when the anger go up very high. So anger never do you good. Anger only do bad over you. If we can compare it as a person, that destroy everything, and it just a black shadow following you. If you know that, if you can see it, will you want to keep it following you? That's what the question I want to ask. And then if we can see unforgiveness, okay, if unforgiveness is a person, and that person is like a black one shadow holding your leg, holding your leg, you cannot move, you cannot run. I want to ask if they can see that, will they want to keep that with them and then keep holding their leg, something like that. If I can illustrate it, and then if I can talk like in that kind of way, I believe that when people see, oh, unforgiveness, why you are with me? Why you are so dark? Why you are so black? Why you are so ugly? Nobody want to keep you, you know, something like that. If they can see, I only can pray that if they can feel that, okay.
Maybe before that, I will answer. I will answer because this actually you don't ask me. This one actually three of us we understand how to. Okay, I mean it's like, but I give it that the question back. Okay, if the
Okay.
anger is a black shadow and that is real, and the unforgiveness is a black shadow and that is real,
Yeah.
and the revenge is a black shadow and there is a real, and chase you. What you do? What you do? You want them to be inside you, or you really want them kicked out from your life and out? You face it and out it and make it become a gray, and then the shadow is gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is a very simple question because the people don't see, right?
Yes.
I ask you if you see what to do. You run away. For me, I will face it. I don't want to run in my life because of this shadow. I will face it, but not allow that to in me. And then I will face it, and then you're gone. You're gone, and I kick out forever from my life. And never can be in. Because what? Sometimes, because you don't see, you don't know.
Yep.
And lucky, a lot of people also not see, right? But yeah, and then it's like what you say. There's kind of some in the spiritual things is we're talking about a spirit of anger. Okay, but I don't say that see. But if you see, because you don't see, so you don't know how dangerous. Why you keep the black shadow inside you? Why you keep the black shadow of anger? Why you keep the black shadow? You are not the real of you. How about if this anger out? How about this unforgiveness out? How about this revenge out? That is the real you. The real you with full of love, with full of peace, with full of joy. It's the real you. This black shadow destroy the image of you.
Yep.
You know, now, do you want to know the real of you or not? The real of you full of the happiness, the real of you full of the joy. You know, the real of you is really love the life. The one that love the husband, and the husband also the real of the husband. And I believe God always create the person is a good one.
Yep.
But something happened in a life, maybe from the parents, grandparents. Why don't now we understand this? We cut it. So if you understand again, Theary, again, because you don't see it. But now my question, if you see it, what you do? You cannot run away from your life. I mean that you cannot run away until finish the end of the story. You run, you hide. Where? The black shadow always try to find you. It's like it's a game. Hide and seek. Do you feel or not? When you hide somewhere, right?
Yep.
So what you do? You face it, and you kick the shadow. But because of you don't see it, a lot of people underestimate it, and after that become not aware.
So, yeah, it's true, and I just want to tell those who are in miserable situation or in unable to control yourself. It's like right now you're watching right now, and then if you feel that the anger is cover you, or the black shadow is already cover you, make you think negative about yourself, make you think negative about your life, make you think negative about your husband or your wife, or maybe you're right now thinking of divorce or want to kill yourself or whatever it is. I just only want you to imagine that those black shadow, whether it is from anger, it is from revenge or unforgiveness, it's not you. Okay, like Chi said just now, it's not you. So call back your original, okay? Call back the original that God created you with love, with joy, okay? Think about why you born in this world. So whoever right now in this kind of situation, I want you to really follow us, okay? Maybe we ask them to, okay, kick away, and then just say, okay, you anger, go out, get away, get out of my life, something like that.
Yeah. And then maybe if you can just connect also to the one of us here, probably you can be linked also to the solution. Don't take a decision before you know what is the decision. I mean, when you make a decision with the anger, that is not your decision.
Yeah.
You know, and even that if you angry inside you and you feel hate, simple, you make a decision, you want to divorce, but you make decision with the hate, or you don't want to see the husband, you don't want to see the wife, whatever it is, means there is an anger there.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, there is not the real of you. If you're not the real of you, how can that you make a decision? Because there is not a real of you.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that's like, no, I don't want to talk. If you say that I don't want to talk, it also is, if you really feel in the love with the forgiveness and everything, and I believe there is a different way that you can see.
Yeah.
Because again, it's like what Theary say, nothing coincidence in the life. When you have the husband like that, when you have the wife like that, when you have parents like that, when you have children like that, it's not coincidence. It's something God planned for you in your life. That's why you have the husband like that. The husband is him, the wife is her, right? Why the husband of you is Vincent? It's not so far. There is reason, you know.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
There's
Yeah.
always a reason why. If you know, if your husband is not Vincent, so the children is not for of this.
Yeah.
And the different, and the face also not look like this form.
Yeah.
Right. So
Correct.
yeah, and that is always that the answer that sometimes that we also don't know what is the answer. You know, there is a secret. There is a secret until you got it. So it's very deep one, huh?
Very deep, very deep. And then really try hard to understand every day, every day's homework. The more you try to understand, the more you become better and better every day.
Until you can feel, wow, now, the test coming, anger.
Yeah.
It's already touched another level.
Yeah.
But if you get the trigger, you get the track. But if you're still aware, it's good.
Yes.
Unforgiveness is also, is a big job. But once you can do forgiveness, there's a happiness in your life.
Amen.
Yeah, and then it's like, if you love that person, the love is above everything. If you put the love above everything, so means that actually everything can be settled. When you put the love above everything, you will forgive that person. You will be peace. You not put anger anymore. So we are all learn how we put the love above everything. So everything will be settled by the love.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, Theary.
Yeah, I think it's almost 1.5 hours.
Yeah, 1.5 hours.
Yeah, if we keep talking, there is none endless testimony, not finished, never finished.
Never finished. This topic is very amazing one.
It's really amazing, and we keep going on with this topic until there is one day that a lot of people can understand, and then they know that this is their homework. Everybody has their own homework, and then they will not, they will not give up this life for nothing.
Don't give up.
You know. Yeah.
Give up is another story. Starting to invite 100 black shadow coming into you.
Yeah. So we hope that what we're talking since the previous show until now, and then we will keep going to do this on and on and on and on until, like I said, until everybody realize that they are born in this world for a great reason, and they will never give up their life, and we will fight together. I mean, keep finding out what is your purpose in life and why this anger, like I said, if you can see it in person, why they keep following you, why they keep testing you, you know, what great inside you. Okay, so you have to find out what is your greatness before you giving up this life. Okay, that's what I can share. And then thank you so much, Chi, for your time, and we will keep talking this with you. I enjoy talking with you every topic. Okay, and thank you for your time, and I enjoy hearing Align testimony, and I believe next time we will invite more and more people over this topic, so that everybody who is watching this series talk, they will can relate it to their own issue. Okay, Chi, you want to
Yes.
add more, or Align, you want to add more, please?
ខ្ញុំចង់ add បន្តិចបងខ្ញុំចង់ផ្ដាំទៅនេះដែលកំពុងតែមើលការ live ហ្នឹងខ្ញុំគ្រាន់ចង់ add បន្ថែមថាបើសិនជាយើងរកតម្លៃជីវិតរបស់ខ្លួនយើងឃើញយើងនឹងមិនរស់នៅជាមួយនឹងពាក្យរបស់អ្នកដទៃឬក៏ការកាត់ក្តីយើងជុំវិញខ្លួនទេអញ្ចឹងនៅពេលយើងដឹងថាខ្លួនយើងមានតម្លៃយើងលែងរស់នៅជាមួយពួកគាត់ធ្វើឲ្យយើងមានសេរីភាពហ្នឹងសម្រាប់បទពិសោធន៍ខ្ញុំដែលខ្ញុំរស់នៅរាល់ថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំដឹងថាខ្ញុំមានតម្លៃប៉ុណ្ណាអញ្ចឹងបានន័យថាបើយើងនិយាយថាអាយពីបាក់សាប់ពីថាបានន័យថាវាទម្ងន់វាខុសគ្នាបងចាតែប៉ុណ្ណឹងបងអរគុណច្រើន
Okay, last word before we end this talk show. Align want to tell to everybody, friends who is watching right now, find out your life value. Okay, when you know that you are born for a reason, you find your life value, then you will not live by the other people's judgment. Okay, you will not live by people's opinion over you, because you know that you are who you are. Okay, so thank you so much. That is from Align.
One more.
Yeah, Chi. Yeah.
Maybe I just only get the message, okay? Or maybe next later on. We can just also, whoever want to talk, we can just talk here and then talk in the chat. And let's see what happens.
Yes, we can open for direct live question and answer. I believe that there will be a lot. Yeah, there will be a lot.
Let's see.
So the question and answer will be handled by you. I just become the moderator.
No. Two of you, every one of you, actually. I also become a moderator, you know.
So we invite the real operator behind the scene come and answer the question.
Yes. I also become a moderator of this. Amazing, huh?
Yeah, Chi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Chi.
Thank you, Theary. Thank you, Line.
That's all from you, Chi. Okay.
Yep.
That's all from you. You want to add more? Okay.
No, I'm okay. I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to end this. So thank you so much, Chi. Thank you, Align, for your time and great sharing for us. We learned a lot from you both, and really inspired me a lot that I have you both in my life, and everyone, the friend in FFG who is watching right now, and the whole team who is supporting us, making this show more effectively. And really thank you for the technical issue. As you know, I'm not a technical person, and there is always an issue in the beginning. Yeah, and then now my note is getting better. Okay, so thank you so much for your support, and hope this sharing can relate it to your issue, and then you can find it a solution here. And if you like the talk, you can also, like Chi said, you can give us comment or send us a question. Next time we will follow what you want to ask. Okay, so thank you so much, and find your own value, find your own purpose, and never give up this life. I see you in the next talk show. Bye.
Bye. And you will be that your nose will be okay after this.
Better now. Oh my God. Yeah, thank you, Chi. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye chị. Bye Theary.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye chị.
Bye Line.
Bye chị. Bye bong. Bạch bật tới bye lâu tập bong.
Are we off?